Very good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so in last class, what we discussed? In last class we discussed about the stock market. I think I just in last class we discussed about the mutual fund. We discussed about the stock market. I think initially there are some PPTs we have discussed already. So why we should invest in the stock market? We all know these kind of reasons. Now the next slide, please. Next slide. Stock market. We all know what is the stock market and all, where all securities or private, equities are traded, buying and selling. So that's what your stock market and all. We discussed already in detailed manner in last class. And this next class, please. Next slide. Next slide. And exchange, funds, stocks, and stock market is a place for where public listed companies are traded and where we can buy and sell the securities in the market. And right now I'm talking about the securities as means equity. Now here the next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Done. Yes. So here, now from this point, we need to start here. Primary market and secondary market. You know, what do you mean by the primary market? So in last class, we discussed about the stock market, why we should invest in that, and what is the process. One company is going to plan for the IPO and then how they are going to list it on the stock market. So that completely process we have discussed in the last class. Now here, primary market. Primary market, it means when new company is going to planning to raise the funds from the market. Suppose you have just started your business and for last 5 years, 6 years, right now initially you want to get fund, you are going to raise the funds from the bank, or maybe you can raise funds from your relatives, because initially no one is going to invest in your company if you are going to raise from the IPO or from the primary market. Yes or no? The simple reason, I just started business, no one is going to believe on your company whether you can you are going to run your business in an efficient manner or not. So that's the point. Is primary market, it means when first time when any particular company is going to plan or is going to raise the funds from the market, I mean from the public, that we call it the primary market. And primary market, it means new securities, and we call it primary market is IPO, initial public offering, basically where the newly securities are traded when they are going to listed on the stock exchange. That what it is, a primary market here. Now primary market, companies or governments and public sector institution can raise funds through the by bonds issued by the corporation, can raise the capital through the sale of new stock, and that we call it IPO. Is there any doubt up to this point? Now the next slide, please. Here, public limited companies who are the desirous of the raising capital funds through the issue of securities approach this market. We all know. And if you are going to raise the funds from the bank, then there is no requirement of your IPO. There is no requirement of the primary market. Simple reason. If you are going to raise the funds from your relatives, if you are going to raise the funds from your parents, if you are going to invest your own savings in your business, then you no requirement of your IPO and such kind of primary market. Did you get my point here? If you want to expand your business at in foreign countries, if you want to expand your business in India or in a domestic market, you require a lot of fund, in thousands of crore capital you required for expansion of your business, then you required public money. And there is a mode, public money, it means when you are going to issue securities in the market, in return you are going to get the some kind of funds, those who are going to subscribe your securities. That's what the point. This is what your primary market here. Now the next point is, companies are the individual, institution and mutual fund investors. Now I already told you in last class, mutual funds are the active investors in the stock market. Although indirectly, if you are going to invest in mutual fund, that means you are indirectly investing in stock market. Indirectly, you are investing in the government securities. Indirectly, you are investing in the corporate bond, basically. And this is what I'm trying to tell you here. The next slide, please. And next slide, you can say here, there are two types of things here. Initial public offering, I told you that first time. Now, after 5 years, right now you are issuing some kind of IPO in the market. Now, after 5 years down the line, or 6 years down the line, or 10 years down the line, you want to raise funds more from the market for further expansion, for further international exposure, you want to grow your business, then you need more fund from the public. Then, and that time you already listed on the stock market, that means not a IPO. Now, when additional securities you are going to issue in the market for further expansion of your business, and that time we call it further public offering. But again, these are the newly issued securities in the market, and these securities are not available in the market right now. These securities are, as you can say, your आपके पास promoters की capital हो सकती है, it may be your आपके पास and अभी तक आपने रखा था, but just in future you want to raise your funds, that time for it is you have said for further yes, what the point is, further public offering is the company for one more time is known as a follow-on offer. So again, they are going to issue new kind of securities. So there is major difference is what guys कि first time कोई IPO launch करता है, that is what your IPO here, first time newly company security listed होते हैं, but one is already listed on the stock market. Again, they are going to issue new securities, that we call it further public offering. Simple sa logic है that. Now the second point here, next slide please. Now here IPO, file for an offer to the shares to the general public, and general public, me and you all are going to invest in these securities, and that means, and this is how we are going to, and that we call it price and all. Now the fundraise can be any valid reason for the capex, I mean for the capital expenditure. There are a lot of people are asking ki why we need to raise the funds from the market, why we need to issue IPO in the market. The simple logic is very simple here. For the capital expenditure, I already told you that you want to establish a new factory. For that you required 1000 crore capital. Then there is, it is related to what? Capital structure, capital expenditure, restructuring debt. You want, suppose you are the well established company, but strict till now you have not issued any securities in the public. Basically you are not issued any some kind of IPO in the market, and right now you are totally dependent on the bank loan. A bank ka loan bahut zyada ho gaya. In that case you want to pay off your loan, so there is one, you can do one thing, you can raise the fund from the public through the IPO, and this is how you can reduce your restructuring debt, we call it. Now there is rewarding shareholders. Yes, those are shareholders. यहाँ पर which kind of shareholders I'm talking about? Those are initially invested in your business. Maybe your parents, maybe your friends, maybe your venture capital, maybe your जब Shark Tank देखा ना आप लोगों ने, if they are initially investing in your business and then later on after 5 years down the line or 10 years down the line they are going to sell their stake in the market. जब वो सेल स्टेक में मार्केट में सेल करते हैं, then they are going to make the capital appreciation, that make the capital gain for them. And that's what I'm talking about here. And this is what the IPO. Now the next slide, please. Here, why do companies go for the public by issuing securities in the market? I told you the number of reasons here. The capital expenditure, and they are going to restructuring debt, and they are going to rewarding their existing shareholders. And so these are the reasons behind the IPO. Next slide. And some of the reason why companies decide to go for the raising funds to meet capital access requirement. Again, the same point here. Then there is avoiding the need to raise the debt. Company doesn't have to pay finance charges, translate to better profitability. There is negative point of the debt. What? There is a negative point because whenever we are going to raise the funds from the bank, there is a legal responsibility. There is an obligation. You have to pay interest on time to the bank, whether you are earning profit or not. But in equity के अंदर क्या होता है? There is no such kind of compulsion. Equity के अंदर whether you are earning profit or not, there is no compulsion. You have to issue dividend to the shareholders. Yes or no? आपको पता है ना dividend? इक्विटी के अंदर और डेब्ट के अंदर डिफरेंस क्या होता है? इक्विटी के अंदर क्या होता है आपका, ऑल्दो कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल बहुत ज्यादा हाई है, बट देयर इज नो लीगल ऑब्लिगेशन कि आप अर्निंग कर रहे हो या नहीं कर रहे हो. इट इज टोटली डिपेंड ऑन द कंपनी वेदर यू वांट टू इशू डिविडेंड और नॉट. द सिंपल थिंग इज, अगर आपको डेब्ट या आपको कुछ हेडेक नहीं लेना, जस्ट यू वांट टू कंसंट्रेट ऑन योर बिजनेस, देन देयर इज इक्विटी इज अ मीडियम जहां पर आप रेज कर सकते हो फंड्स. नाउ हियर देयर इज रिस्क स्प्रेडिंग. कंपनीज गोस थ्रू द पब्लिक, promoters actually spreading its higher among the large group of people. We all know that. And promoters hote initially you have just started your own business from your parents' money, from your relatives, from your friends and all. It just belongs to limited group of people hain jahan par basically the, ownership is belong. Now the after issuing IPO in the market, that means diversification of ownership in the thousands of people, those who are going to subscribe your securities in the market. So that is what spreading the risk. If I'm investing in Reliance, that means Reliance is doing not good in right now. Koi bhi example, for example here, suppose I'm investing in Adani. Suppose right now I'm facing some kind of financial problem or stock market problem face kar raha hu. If I've invested in Adani, that means I'm also losing my money as equity shareholders. It is not belongs to के Adani Group promoters है उन्हीं का. That is the limited stake. But that there are number of. I hope you got the point. Yes or no? It means a diversification of the ownership among the shareholders, among the public. Basically, that is the medium of your IPO. You can say here. The next is exit for the early investors. I told you that private equity investors, venture capitalists, angel investors. Okay, there are some kind of founders. You can see after. You can see the example of Flipkart. ओके सो जो फाउंडर्स थे उन्होंने अपना स्टेक सेल कर दिया था मार्केट के अंदर एंड टू व्हाट वॉलमार्ट को एंड दिस इज द एग्जिट यू कैन से इनिशियली जिन्होंने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया था आपके बिजनेस के अंदर आईपीओ इज द विंडो जहां से वो एग्जिट कर सकते हैं बिजनेस से एंड यू कैन सी द आईपीओ ऑफ पेटीएम यू कैन सी द आईपीओ ऑफ जोमेटो जहां पर बड़ी बड़ी वेंचर्स कैपिटल फर्म थी जहां पर प्राइवेट इन्वेस्टर्स थे दे एग्जिट फ्रॉम देयर बिजनेस थ्रू व्हाट बाय आईपीओ and this is what I'm trying to tell you here. Now the reward employees in terms of employee stock options. Yes, if you are the loyal employee, then they are instead of cash, instead of increasing the salary, the company can do one thing. They can provide some kind of shares to the employees. So this is the point here. Now their enhanced credibility, improve visibility or better public image. So that's what is the reason behind the IPO here. Is there any doubt up to this point? Next slide, please. Now the secondary market, it means unless and until we are not going to get the IPO, there is one more point. चलो IPO आपका नहीं आया, suppose मैंने किसी एक लॉट लगाई यहाँ पर और जब IPO आता है कि this is the window in between which you can subscribe the IPO. उसके बाद क्या होता है लॉटरी वो एक सिस्टम होता है जहाँ पर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडियम सिस्टम होता है जहाँ से आपको सिक्योरिटीज मिलती हैं बाय सम काइंड ऑफ प्रोबेबिलिटी. Okay, and if you are not going to get the IPO, then there is a point, there is a place you can still buy the securities of that company through what? Secondary market. जब वो listed हो जाए, if you really want to invest in that company, then you can subscribe, then you can invest in these securities after listed in the market. You can do one thing. Did you get my point here? And that is the place is what? Secondary market. You can see on daily newspaper headlines देख सकते हो. You can see the electronic media. You can see there are different kind of brokerage houses and there are two markets जहाँ पर they show you pictures. BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange, NSE, जहाँ पर आप अपने जाके bid price buy कर सकते हो. If you look at that कि this is the right time to enter into this market so that you can buy the securities and you can invest your money in that company. Did you get my point here? So simple सा point है secondary market. It means जो company listed है, मान लो मैंने Paytm I think last year listed हुआ था. Okay, so Paytm is right now if I can buy securities of Paytm, I can sell securities in the market. Through which market? Secondary market. Simple सा logic है. Done. Now this is what here and anything else done in the secondary market. Secondary market comprises equity market and debt markets here. Now the next slide please. And the transaction of secondary markets are generally done through the medium of stock exchange. I told you that BSE and NSE and all. And there are different kind of brokers. Zerodha हो गया आपके. There are different kind of Grow app होगी. And there are Yono Bank, SBI. There are different other kind of 5paisa app. There are other kind of ICICI Money and all. There are different kind of commercial bankings are providing the demat account facility. Okay, so you can use anyone जो भी आपको feasible लगे. You can compare there are in which brokerage how you want to open your demat account. You can see the transaction price charges and all. You can compare जो भी आपको ठीक लगे. You can open your demat account there. The point is very simple. Now the chief purpose of the secondary market is create the liquidity in the securities market. You know there are some kind of penny stocks. Forget about this thing. Just I'm telling you for 1 minute के लिए मैं discuss करता हूँ. कुछ कंपनीज के स्टॉक्स क्या होते हैं लाइक राइट नाउ इट्स अ डिफिकल्ट क्राइटेरिया इट्स अ डिफिकल्ट टास्क to raise the funds on the dummy companies and all because of some kind of scrutiny. There are some kind of monitoring बहुत strict है सेबी की तरफ से और इनका जो भी other institutions हैं. The point is very simple here. Stock market secondary market के अंदर there are some kind of penny stocks or there are some kind of small companies जिनकी ना ट्रेडिंग में ना आप देखोगे 1 मिनट तक कोई चेंज नहीं आता. That means there is a less liquidity in that company. that we call it penny stocks. Finance के terms में इसको बोलते हैं penny stocks or small cap stocks. Generally, I always it is basically, you have seen a lot of YouTube videos, you have seen a lot of articles and all, that you should not invest right now in the penny stocks unless and until you are going to earn your income. Okay, so right now you should invest in the medium. You can say you can invest in blue chip companies, you can invest in some kind of large cap companies ke andar. So my point is very simple ki basically secondary market it provides you liquidity. Whenever you want, you can exit from the market. Right now, suppose आपके pocket money आप invest कर रहे हो last 12 months से, but right now you want to buy something. Okay, so you can, it doesn't mean कि आपने invest कर दिया, you can't exit, you can't sell your securities in the market. Yes, there is a place, secondary market, it provides you liquidity. जब चाहो आप exit कर सकते हो, but it depend on you whether you are going to exit on the profit or loss. सिंपल सा लॉजिक है यहाँ पर. सो अगर आपने बाय किया है एट ₹100 एंड राइट नाउ 150, सो प्रॉफिट आप 50 रुपीज का गेन कर सकते हो. यू कैन एग्जिट फ्रॉम दैट. मे बी 100 का बाय किया, राइट नाउ 80 है, बट इमीडिएटली यू नीड दैट फंड, आपको लॉस पे सेल करना पड़ेगा. द पॉइंट इज दिस काइंड ऑफ फैसिलिटी इज प्रोवाइडेड बाय द सेकेंडरी मार्केट टू यू. नाउ द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज हियर. And Bombay Stock Exchange, so there are two stock exchanges in India. So BSE, you can see this picture here, Asia's first stock exchange and all, and there is one index को क्या बोलते हैं पता है? Measurement criteria, how market is going to react. There are some kind of that we call it Sensex. ये Bombay Stock Exchange का है, that is sensitivity index of the BSE, that we call it Sensex. There are 30 companies in this. 30 companies को listed कैसे होता है? There are some criteria that is made by the Bombay Stock Exchange itself. वहां पर क्या होता है कि there are large companies from the different, one company from the steel sector, one company from the oil sector, one company from the FMCG, one company from the pharma. There are 2 or 3 companies, maybe 2 or 3 companies from the automobile industry, 2 or 3 companies from the two-wheeler industry. There are 2 or 3 companies or top bankings, they all are listed on this index. वहां पर, did you get my point here? कुछ रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं आपके सारे के. बेसिकली देयर आर ओनली 30 कंपनीज एंड वहां पे लिस्टेड है मोर देन 5000 कंपनी समथिंग. आप कैसे क्राइटेरिया बेसिकली इट इज आपके ओवरऑल मार्केट कैसे रिएक्ट कर रहा है ये आपको बता देता है कि आज बॉम्बे का स्टॉक एक्सचेंज है, सेंसेक्स इज इंक्रीज बाय 1000 पॉइंट्स, 500 पॉइंट्स, 200 पॉइंट्स इंक्रीज हुआ है. दैट मींस ओवरऑल मार्केट के अंदर आज अच्छा रहा है. इट इज व्हाट बुलिश, बुल मार्केट आज काफी अच्छा इंक्रीज हुआ है यहाँ पर. ठीक है, सो सपोज सेंसेक्स जो है मान लो आपका 100 पॉइंट डिक्रीज हुआ है, देन वी कैन से आज ओवरऑल मार्केट है ना रेड शो कर रहा है एंड दैट इज व्हाट इट इज बेयरिश. आज मार्केट कम हुआ है. दैट इज बेसिकली मेजरमेंट क्राइटेरिया. अगर आपके पास टाइम नहीं है 5000 कंपनीज कौन कौन सी कंपनीज नहीं जा रही है, देन यू कैन सी दिस इंडेक्स. डिड यू गेट माय पॉइंट हियर? दिस इज द मेजरमेंट क्राइटेरिया कि मार्केट ने आज कैसे रिएक्ट किया. दैट्स द पॉइंट दैट वी कॉल इट सेंसेक्स, जहां पर रेड में शो करता है, कभी ग्रीन में शो करता है. हैव यू सीन दैट पॉइंट? और एक नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज का पॉइंट होता है निफ्टी. देयर आर 50 लिस्टेड कंपनीज होते हैं, वो एक कंप्राइज करके बनाते रहते हैं. वन मोर थिंग, जरूरी नहीं है कि आज आपकी कंपनी उस इंडेक्स के अंदर है तो नेक्स्ट ईयर भी होगी. यू हैव टू परफॉर्म अकॉर्डिंग टू द क्राइटेरिया दैट इज मेड बाय द स्टॉक एक्सचेंजेस. हो सकता है आपकी कंपनी को दूसरी कंपनी रिप्लेस कर जाए if you are not doing good that business. Okay, there are different kind of criteria you will see later on. Okay, so there are maybe हो सकता है कि आपकी कंपनी परफॉर्म ना करी हो तो नेक्स्ट ईयर आपको उस इंडेक्स से हटा दे, आपको कोई सेम सेक्टर की कंपनी आपको रिप्लेस कर दे. Okay, the point is very simple. जो टॉप कंपनीज हैं different sectors की, they are going to basically we are going to include in these kind of indexes. This is what basically criteria to measurement the how market is going to perform, how market has reacted in today, how much business we have created, and that's the point here. Now the next slide please. And market open क्या होता है 9:15 AM पर, I tell you later on, and closing time is around 3:30 exactly. Okay, now the next point is National Stock Exchange, and this is the modern and Nifty index of the NSE trade place on days except week Saturday and Sunday, we all know that the same timing है 9:50, 9:00. And whenever you want to open your demat account, you will see there are two options. NSE देखोगे, BSE देखोगे. आपको क्लिक करना है and you will find out more or less same kind of price चल रही होंगी आपकी. जब भी आप डीमैट अकाउंट देखोगे अपना, whenever you are going to open that, or you can see the images on the Google, you can see the photos डीमैट अकाउंट वगैरह की, then there are two options. Suppose I am going to click on the Tata Steel, then there are two options, whether you want to place this order on NSE or whether you want to place this order on your NSE or BSE. Basic there are two options is given, or more or less price is almost same. बहुत ही कम डिफरेंस होता है, अदरवाइज प्राइस सेम ही रहते हैं वहां पर, ठीक है, बिकॉज ऑफ market corrections. Done. Now the next thing is here, and stock index. Now I already told you that why we need the stock index, why we need to know that what is the Sensex, what is the Nifty. Basically the point is it is not possible to track all the companies those who are listed on the stock exchange. There are 13,000, there are 5,000 companies are listed on this index, so that is not possible for us to see each and every company कि how they performed. देन हम क्या करते हैं, एक ओवरऑल क्राइटेरिया देख लेते हैं हम यहाँ पर कि यस, ट्रैक ऑल द कंपनीज लिस्टेड ऑन द स्टॉक एक्सचेंज जस्ट टू नो द कंडीशन ऑफ द स्टॉक मार्केट. Indices are the made to easily track record picture of the market. Did you know that? Yes or no? So this is what the role of the index, this is the role of the indices, okay, and this is the role of Nifty, this is the role of your Sensex. Yes or no? Okay. Now, and one more thing, you can this is homework for all of you guys here, and there are, you can Google it on Grow app, on Zerodha or other kind of stock broking firms. They are providing you notes on that. Now you can after reaching at home, you can click it. There are NSE listed companies, you will find out. You can see, you can also visit official page of NSE or BSE. You can see which companies are listed on the stock exchange. 30 companies कौन सी हैं, 50 companies कौन सी हैं. You will find out there. And what is the methodology to calculate this kind of indexes, you will find out there. Okay, the purpose is what, according to this subject, is what, guys, ki what is the role of these kind of indexes and what is this Nifty and Sensex and all. Now here the next point, next slide. And the term Sensex has been derived from the two words sensitive or index. I mean, there are some kind of external factors, and because of these external factors, market is going to react. Suppose I'm getting some kind of bad news about the Adani group, then market is going to react in some kind of negative manner. Did you get my point here? I'm just taking the example. Suppose I'm getting the bad news about some particular companies, Reliance, I'm getting the bad news about the Airtel, Bharti Airtel and all, then market is going to react on that. Suppose there is some kind of economic, जैसे pandemic हुआ, suppose there is some kind of overall slowdown चल रहा market, overall market, then market is going to react in negative manner. The investors start selling their stock in the market, and that's what happened. Market is going to show the red, right? So down वहां पर, so this is what the sensitive, it is, that's the point. Or index is what? Basically there is term index, I mean calculations and all. And that's what more than 5,000 companies listed on BSE, out of which only 30 selected companies represent the Sensex here, and sector through the representative of companies. I already told you that. Now the next slide, please. And suppose we are going to buy stocks from the stock market, then what kind of benefits you are going to get it? Simple sa logic hai. If you are investing in equity or in the stock market, then you are going to get the regular dividend from that if your company is issuing. Simple sa logic hai. If your company is not issuing dividend, then you are not to get the dividend at the end of the year. Done. And if you are investing in 30 companies or 50 companies of your portfolio, उसमें से 30 companies आपका dividend issue करता है, जो आपके बैंक अकाउंट में directly आता है, credit होता है आपको. And you will get the message, you will get the email, you will get the, और आपके demat account में भी show होगा. So these kind of things here. And one more thing, you can whenever you want, you can invest, whenever you want, you can exit from the market. These kind of benefits you are going to get it. And so other thing is what, you can make the more profit also. If your company, suppose you are going to make the good, आप अच्छा portfolio बनाते हो market के अंदर, and in future you want to sell that, at a आपने price जो बहुत difference है, when you bought that, when you are planning to sell it, so the difference है, that is your capital gain, and that is you can get it from the stock market. That kind of benefit you can get it. So here, and there are other kind of thing is done. Okay, next slide please. And important terms in the stock market, open. एक होता है, आप लोग देखोगे ना, जब भी आप अपना डीमैट अकाउंट देखना, प्लीज देर आर LTP, लोअर ट्रेडिंग प्राइस. ओके, yes or no? So low price wala open stop beginning of the day, high price reach at the highest level, you will see there, and you will see there is one more thing, average price also. एवरेज प्राइस भी पता लग जाएगी आपको, एंड दैट इज गोइंग टू चेंज पर सेकंड अकॉर्डिंग टू मार्केट ऑर्डर्स, जो भी आपके डिमांड और सप्लाई. देयर आर सम रेड, एक होता है रेड वाला जो बिडिंग प्राइस होती है, जो आप, एंड देयर इज वन इज सेलिंग वाला ऑप्शन होता है. यू विल सी द लो प्राइस स्टॉक प्राइस रीच द लोवेस्ट लेवल इन द डे, and each and every information you will get it on your demat account. जैसे आप करोगे इंडिविजुअल क्लिक ऑन वन पर्टिकुलर काइंड ऑफ सिक्योरिटी, you will find out all these information there. Yes or no? Now the next slide please. And close price, stock price at which it remains after the end of the market, and ये revive कब होगा, जब हम next day जब start होगा 9:15 पे. And volume, you will see there are volumes 1 lakh something, thousands of securities are buying and selling. वहां पर कोई 20 क्वांटिटीज बाय कर रहा है, कोई 20 क्वांटिटी सेल कर रहा है, कोई आपका 30 क्वांटिटी सेल कर रहा है, somebody is buying 100 quantities of shares, and you will see the regular orders on that your demat account. Okay, so then you will see here the volume is the nothing but the quantity which is what available, I mean जो people जिनमें trade कर रहे हैं right now, I'm talking about that volume. Okay, now bid, the buy price is called the bid price, that means your buying price here, जो आपकी green में होगी. Offer, the selling price is called the offer price here. So bid price or offer price, you will get it there. And वहां पर different kinds of orders भी चल रहे होंगे buying side में और selling side के अंदर, offer और bidding price के अंदर. Now there are conditions, bull market or bearish market, yes or no? So bull market, basically it kind of trend. Bull market indicates the constant upward movement of the stock market, then we call it as bull market. Okay, and basically stock that seems to be increasing in value described, and whenever you are going to invest in at this kind of phase now, your portfolio's value, your portfolio's securities value is continuously is going to increase with the market. Okay, done. Now the point is here, but and you have to see कि आपने कौन सी कंपनीज में इन्वेस्ट किया है, whether their share price is increasing or not. Okay, सपोज आपने बहुत ही खराब कंपनीज में इन्वेस्ट किया, मार्केट बुलिश है, बट आपके शेयर प्राइस डिक्रीज हो रहे हैं, मार्केट वैल्यू, यू हैव टू सी इट डिपेंड. ओके, इट्स अ सब्जेक्टिव, बट मोर और लेस अगर आपने बहुत अच्छी कंपनीज में इन्वेस्ट किया है, तो देन मार्केट विल ग्रो, देन डेफिनेटली आपकी शेयर प्राइस विल आल्सो इंक्रीज. सो दैट इज व्हाट द बुल मार्केट हियर. इसमें ना कुछ रीजंस नहीं होते, सम काइंड ऑफ फेवरेबल न्यूज होती हैं, आई मीन कुछ अच्छी न्यूज related to the market, related to the economy, related to a particular sector related. So उस sector के अंदर जितनी भी companies होंगी, share market will increase होगा वहां पर. Okay, now the thing is very simple, this is how we call it bull market here. Now the next thing is, and the bearish market, so indicate continuously downfall. Okay, and अभी आप stock market में अगर 3-4 days last 1 weeks अगर आप follow कर रहे हो, then you will see there are some kind of bearish market, finance sector के अंदर problem आ रही है, then we are facing some kind of problem in the infrastructure projects के अंदर आ रही है, there are because of some few companies. Now the point is it indicates continuous downward movement of the stock market. If there is some kind of war between the Ukraine and Russia, then we are in India and we are facing some kind of downward problem, just because of what you can say this is what the bearish market जो continuously आपको decrease हो रहा है due to some kind of pandemic and all, some kind of external policies, there are some kind of economic factors. अगर world health, suppose for example IMF is saying that कि India is this year is going to grow by 6.5%, then market is going to react in positive manner. So simple, then market will start increasing. Okay, so the simple point, this is what your bearish market here. Now, the next slide, please. There are some kind of, next slide. There are blue chip stocks. Blue chip stock, it means there are large caps, basically. Large cap, it means those who are dominated companies in their particular sector. If I'm saying here, HDFC or ICC Bank is the leading banks in their banking or commercial sector. You can say commercial banking, and SBI. So these are the blue chip companies here. They are continuously growing. They are with the established growth rate, with the same pace, and there is large number of products they are providing in the market. There is stable revenue, and there is not, irrespective of business cycle. I mean, this is what we are talking about, the blue chip cycle here. Blue chip stocks, well established and financially established companies, and that's we call it blue chip companies. Okay, and most of the blue chip companies, you can say large cap companies जो आपके हैं, and you will see strong financial performance. As a result, these stocks are the less prone to the price fluctuation and less risky than other types. Did you get my point? मान लो कुछ स्टॉक्स हैं मार्केट के अंदर डाउन टर्न फॉलो कर रहे हैं, बट दीज देयर आर फ्यू कंपनीज, irrespective of the news and all, they are continuously stable, they are continuously doing good job, and that's what we call it, the blue chip stocks companies. Did you get my point here? Yes or no? And in next slide, one you can read there, investment in the stock market. Blue chip stocks are highly priced market stock which have emerged preferred investment options over the recent years. Company blue chip stocks are highly streamed in the stock exchange market, tender stable financial record and credibility. A financial record, it means they are continuously providing a good amount of the profit to the shareholders. They are doing a good margin. They are increasing the sales continuously. There is no problem with it. There is no problem with the finance. There is no problem with the employees. There is no problem with the products and all. Everything is good. That's what your blue chip stock companies here. Did you get my point here? Okay. Now the company's attractive dividend payouts can be credited to growing popularity of the said stocks. So this is what I'm trying to tell you here. Companies with a large market capitalization termed as blue chip companies. Large, there is a one word, market capitalization. Any idea what is the market capitalization? Market capitalization, it is the one word that is the part of your syllabus, market capitalization. I tell you, market capitalization, basically, suppose me as a company, I have 100 shares. Total मेरी company के पास 100 shares हैं. उसमें से क्या करता हूँ? In my family, there are 30 shares हमने पास रखे. 70 shares we have issued in the market through the IPO. It means 30% ownership I have or with my family. 70% ownership with the public, I mean retail investors, other institutional investors invested in the stock market. That means my share, 30% stocks, 30% stake is not available in the market right now. So I'm not going to consider these stake to calculate your market capitalization. It means 70% stocks that is available in the market. 70% को मैं multiply करता हूं, that is 70%, it means number of shares available in the market, multiply with what? Market price of share right now, and that share price you will get it from the what? NSE or BSE जो आपको market, multiply कर दो, that is what? Your market capitalization. Did you get my point here? And that we call it free float market capitalization बोलते हैं इसको. Okay, free float market capitalization, or you can say market capitalization. That means number of outstanding shares available in the market multiply with your market price of the security right now, equal kar do, that is what market capitalization. It doesn't mean I'm not going to consider here promoter shares. I told you that 30% stake मेरी family के पास है या मेरे पास है, then I will not consider in the market capitalization. Yes or no? Okay, now here next slide, please. There are very important part. Defensive stocks. Yes. Evergreen stocks. Evergreen companies, you can say. Like utility companies. We need electricity. Yes or no? We need water. We need food. We need clothes. Basic jo hai. I mean, yeah. Shelters, if there are some companies are providing, unless and until we can live without that also. I mean, my point is very simple. अगर कोई company उसमें deal कर रहे हो, फॉर एग्जाम्पल हियर पैंडमिक के अंदर यू हैव सीन, ऐसा तो नहीं है ना हम खाना खाना छोड़ दिया था, यस और नो? शुगर बाय कर रहे थे कॉन्टिन्यूसली, टी बाय कर रहे थे, कॉफी, एंड देयर इज आटा दाल वगैरह, जो भी कंपनीज के आप जो कंपनीज बाय करते हो या टूथपेस्ट वगैरह, कोई भी कंपनी का बाय करो, यू आर कॉन्टिन्यूसली डिमांडिंग दैट काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स. So there are few companies in the market those who are producing such kind of goods. Okay, ये कंपनीज कोई तो बना रही होगी ना, it's not kind of charity unless and until government is distributing, and that is the exception. My point is very simple here. There are few companies those who are making it, those who are providing, those who are selling these kind of products in the market. That is very necessity for all of us, for the livelihood, for the living in this, and हमें बहुत जरूरी है. So those companies के share, irrespective of life cycle, irrespective of the economic condition, irrespective of कोई भी एडवर्स फैक्टर, कोई भी एडवर्स फैक्टर हो, डजंट मैटर, सेल विल इंक्रीज और स्टेबल. थोड़ा बहुत कट कर सकते हो आप अपने मतलब लग्जरी प्रोडक्ट्स में कुछ खाने पीने की चीजें, बट नेसेसिटी तो है, थोड़ा बहुत आप कट कर सकते हो, बट स्टिल वी हैव टू बाय दैट काइंड ऑफ गुड्स, स्टिल वी हैव टू बाय दीज काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स फॉर दिस सर्वाइवल, एंड सच कंपनीज आर मेकिंग दैट. कंपनी वी कॉल इट डिफेंसिव स्टॉक्स. यूटिलिटीज, आई टोल्ड यू दैट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कंपनीज होगी, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कंपनीज होंगी, वाटर सप्लाई कंपनीज होगी, एंड अदर काइंड ऑफ you can say there are healthcare companies, pharma companies के लिए, okay, healthcare related products हैं, we require that one, yes or no? You can see the market in the pandemic, those who are pharmaceutical companies, those who are making masks, those who are making yes, medicines and all some kind of thing, जो भी companies थी, and so Dr. Peth Lab and other जो भी आपकी online pharma companies बहुत start करा जिनके, and there are number of examples of the companies those have grow tremendously in the during the pandemic. Okay, now the thing is here, defensive stock, those which provide the constant returns in the form of dividend regardless of fluctuation in the stock market, regardless, whatever, doesn't matter, we are going to grow at a same pace. Okay, and or chalo exceptional growth nahi ho raha, still we are stable, and that we call it defensive stocks. Did you get my point here? Now you can see the examples here. Also, demand irrespective of economic condition, FMCG products, FMCG, pharmaceutical, fast moving consumer goods, जो आपके होते हैं आटा दाल ये सब चीजें जो बनाते हैं, ओके, एंड टूथपेस्ट वगैरह, सोप्स वगैरह, शैम्पू एंड ऑल काइंड ऑफ, ठीक है, एंड जो भी किराना आपकी शॉप्स वगैरह पे मिलता है, दैट इज रिलेटेड टू द एफएमसीजी. यूटिलिटीज, आई टोल्ड यू दैट पर्सनल केयर, पर्सनल केयर में जो भी सारी चीजें हाइजीन से रिलेटेड है, कुछ भी प्रोडक्ट्स वगैरह हैं, दैट इज रिलेटेड अगेन, एंड देयर इज सम काइंड ऑफ, सो दीज आर द examples of the industries and related to such companies are listed on the stock market, and that is what, and that is your defensive stocks. Done? Okay, now the next slide please. Here I am going to tell you here the overall market operating time here. So see, pre opening session hota hai 9 to 9:15 am. After market भी आप कर सकते हो, there are options available in the market even after 3:30, but that is not going to execute immediately. It will take time, 9 to 9:15 am next morning. Okay, and after जो आपका trading time है, it will start from here 9:15 to 3:30 pm. That is what, this is what the timing here. Okay, now so from my side, your fifth unit is completed. Now next talk about the insurance. ESC click करो. Okay, next slide please. Now let's talk about the insurance. Any idea why we are going to study insurance in this subject? We have discussed about the banking, we have discussed about the personal budget, we have discussed about the how to make the budget, how to make the financial plan for the family or for the individual person, and how why it is important for all of us. Then there is, we discuss about the banking sector. There are different kind of investment avenues, there are different kind of saving schemes available in the market. Why it is necessary, why we need to invest in stock market, I told you that already. Why we need to invest in the mutual fund, then why we should invest in the insurance. Again, it is, I'm saying it's a very important product, financial product. Yes, say. Yeah, definitely. So future is uncertain, we all know that. We are saying that we are going to survive for the 100 years or 90 years old, but future is uncertain. It is, doesn't mean ki we should not talk about all these things, it's a very negative. Why you are calling, but we are the finance student, we should openly talk on this point, we should discuss this point with the family members. After few years down the line, you are going to start your job, then your family is going to increase, आपके dependent आप increase होंगे, then आपके other family members होंगे, then you have to take care of them. In that case, if you are the single earner, and in that case, if suppose I am earning and there are a lot of person in my family those who are dependent on me, in that case future में कुछ मेरे साथ कोई accident होता है या फिर कुछ मुझे disease हो जाती है, in that case who will take care of my family after my death and all? Then there are some kind of instruments available in the market that we call it insurance. Did you get my point? जनरली हम फैमिलीज में बात करते हैं तो nobody is going to talk about it openly. क्या है, नेगेटिव क्यों सोच रहे हो? Why? Nothing will happen with us. ऐसा नहीं है. Yes or no? It is the truth. We have to plan it, and we are. It doesn't mean कि it not be इतना भी, unless and until you are the single person and no one is going to dependent on you, then you should not take any apart from health insurance. मत लो किसी और कुछ. If you are not yet, unless and if you are the family member, if you are the family man or family woman, then you need to take the insurance, and that is not a compulsion, but you should take it. Okay, and it doesn't mean कि insurance तो negative point है या ऐसा कुछ है, wastage of money है. No, there are probability. ओके, आप जिम जा रहे हो, आप फिट हो, कितने भी आप डेली वॉक करते हो, यू आर सो फिट एंड फाइन, बट स्टिल देयर आर सम काइंड ऑफ probability that we anything can happen. ओके, कुछ प्रॉब्लम आती है, देन आपको आपको पता है मिडिल क्लास फैमिलीज के अंदर, लोअर मिडिल क्लास फैमिलीज के अंदर और पुअर फैमिलीज के अंदर, अगर फैमिली के अंदर एक पर्सन बीमार हो जाए तो वो 20-30 इयर्स बैक चले जाते हैं. कम से कम 10 से 20 साल उनकी ग्रोथ रुक जाती है अगर उनकी फैमिलीज के अंदर कोई बड़ी डिजीज हो जाती है किसी फैमिली मेंबर को. कैन यू थिंक अबाउट इट कि जो आपने अपने 20-30 इयर्स के अंदर जितनी सेविंग्स की हैं, विद इन 1 मंथ और 2 मंथ और 3 मंथ्स वो पूरी वाइट वॉश हो जाती है वहां पर, जस्ट बिकॉज यू इग्नोर द इंश्योरेंस. उस टाइम पर हम क्या करते हैं, वी आर कि यार व्हाई वी शुड पे 30,000 फ्री, क्या है, मेरे को कोई बेनिफिट तो मिल नहीं रहा, व्हाई नीड टू पे. एंड ये बहुत बहुत कॉमन प्रॉब्लम है इंश्योरेंस सेक्टर के अंदर. इफ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द रूरल इंडिया, यू हैव सीन देयर आर प्रधानमंत्री दुर्घटना योजना, ऐसा कुछ होता कि 2 लाख रुपीस उनको, जस्ट 1 रुपीस उनको देना है प्रीमियम, देन दे आर गोइंग टू पे सम काइंड ऑफ एक्सीडेंटल इंश्योरेंस एंड ऑल. हैव यू सीन सच काइंड ऑफ स्कीम्स? आपने देखा होगी एडवर्टाइजमेंट वगैरह गवर्नमेंट की पॉलिसीज के अंदर. व्हाई द रीजन? अगर हम रूरल इंडिया में जाएं तो हमारे इंडिया में आई थिंक 70-80% लोगों के पास शायद इंश्योरेंस है. LIC के अंदर थोड़ी बहुत होगी, हाँ LIC, एंड 70-80% के पास हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस नहीं है. एंड 70 और 60-70% मल्टीप्लाई कर दो इंडियन पॉपुलेशन से. कैन यू इमेजिन दैट? सो द पॉइंट, यस, या लैक ऑफ फाइनेंशियल नॉलेज, राइट? और ये बहुत ही आई मीन आई एम नॉट सेइंग दिस थिंग टू यू, बट दिस इज द जेन्युइन प्रॉब्लम. And the point is very simple, key, especially in the so you need to be aware. That's why we are going to discuss this topic in your class here. The insurance is very simple. There are different kind of insurance. Even though right now, suppose आप अपना वेस्ट मनी नहीं करना चाहते, still you can. There are a lot of insurance available. There are insurance product available in the market. You can secure your future also. At the same time, you can invest your money also. You can make the combo. There are a lot of companies available in the market. There are a lot of insurance companies are available. Like you can say endowment policy. Like you can say there are some kind of insurance link कर दिया, some kind आपका premium कट जाता है, बाकी का आप investment करते हो stock market के अंदर, different kind of. So it means this is how you can diversify. This is how you can overcome your risk. You can invest as well as you can secure your future also against some kind of uncertainty. Did you get my point? So pure insurance policy भी चलो आप नहीं लेना चाहिए, still you can make the combo जहां पर investment भी कर दो और insurance policy भी ले लो. Yes, there are a lot of options are available. You can visit on the policy bazaar. You can see the visit on the different kind of insurance websites. Then you can compare which insurance policy is providing which kind of policies to you and what kind of insurance premium they are going to charge. Yes or no? And that's why government is promoting you. अगर आप insurance claim करते हो तो then आपका tax deductions मिलता है 100%. The reason is very simple. Why government is providing you PPF के आप या फिर कोई FD 5 years की करवाते हैं? That is the investment for us, and government is promoting that. Same kind of thing is provided by in your insurance also. I hope you got my point. Did you get now? Next point. Insurance is a way to protect yourself or your loved one from the financial hardship in case of losses. अगर कुछ ऐसा कुछ होता है, and that is the purpose of the insurance here. And it also helps in the savings, and that's the important part. Saving is means as well as insurance as well as your saving instrument also. And it is, there are a lot of policies are available in the market, and you can see there. Now, so next point. Now, the pure risk is insurably through commercial personal liability insurance policies here. There are generally two types of insurance here. The life insurance or general insurance. I mean non-life insurance here. So, these are the life policy insurances here. Now, you can see even आजकल फोन आप बाय करते हो उसका भी इंश्योरेंस करवा सकते हो, ठीक है. Even you are going to buy car, then you need to, that is the mandatory from the government. You have to buy insurance. थर्ड पार्टी इंश्योरेंस और गाड़ी के लिए इंश्योरेंस अलग से होता है. थर्ड पार्टी इंश्योरेंस इज मैंडेटरी. इवन यू आर बाइंग टू व्हीलर और फोर व्हीलर व्हाटएवर, स्टिल यू नीड टू, दैट इज द कंपल्शन कि थर्ड पार्टी इंश्योरेंस आपको लेना ही लेना है. नाउ द पॉइंट इज वेरी सिंपल हियर. नाउ लाइफ इंश्योरेंस, जनरल इंश्योरेंस, चाहे कितने सेफ ड्राइवर हो, स्टिल गवर्नमेंट आपको कंपल्शन करते हैं कि इन केस कुछ होता है तो देन आपकी कंपनी विल पे ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ यू. सिंपल. नाउ द थिंग इज, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. Now the types of insurance के अंदर discuss करते हैं. Let's start from the term life insurance, whole life insurance, endowment policies and all. Now, so fire insurance आपको पता है, healthcare, even there are some kind of factories. They are they overcome risk regarding the fire. Okay, some kind of other uncertainty, electric कुछ problem आती है, health insurance है, और आपका car insurance, house insurance and all these kind of things against kind of robberies and all. ठीक है. Now next talk about the life insurance here. Insurance coverage that pays out certain amount of money to insure the specified beneficiaries. Beneficiaries means your nominees, your family members. Simple है. And that's what, even in case हमारे साथ कुछ, मेरे साथ कोई problem होते हैं, then my family members is going to get some kind of benefit. Yes or no? So that is what the beneficiaries here. Or maybe suppose accidental insurance वाले के अंदर मेरे कोई problem आती है, then I'm going to get these kind of benefits from the company. So I'm the beneficiaries in that case. So here, on certain events such as death of individual who is secure, insured here. Now, the coverage period of life insurance is usually more than a year. So this require periodic payments monthly, quarterly, annually. That depend on you, which kind of insurance premium you are going to pay. एक बार में पे करना चाहते हो या फिर monthly या फिर quarterly, then all these kind of alternatives is provided by the insurance companies to you. Okay? अगर आपको लगता है कि लमसम अमाउंट मनी यू कांट पे, देन यू कैन पे मंथली ऑल्सो. वो आपको डिवाइड कर देंगे आपके इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम को 12 मंथली, क्वार्टरली, सेमी एनुअली. It depend on you how you are comfortable to pay all these kind of things to the insurance company. Did you get my point? Insurance premium का मतलब है कि आपको insurance then you have to pay 12,000 per year, 13,000, 14,000 for next. अगर in case कुछ problem आती है in between me कुछ होता है तो then company will pay the entire amount. This is the business based on the probability. Okay, now here a premature death, income during the retirement, illness and all. Next class, next. Okay. The main product of the insurance. So now let's talk about this. Next. Okay, term life insurance. This is the purest life insurance. Only thing is, कि for a, suppose I'm going to take a term means for a specific period of time. I'm saying up to 70 years old तक. Okay, मेरी डेथ हो जाती है उससे पहले तक. Then like you have seen a 1 crore बीमा. बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल्स आप लोगों ने 2 करोड़ बीमा, 5 करोड़ रुपीस का बीमा. यू हैव टू पे मिनिमम प्रीमियम. ओके, एंड दैट इज व्हाट यू हैव सीन लॉट ऑफ हिंदी मूवीज, ड्रामा जहां पर इंश्योरेंस होता है उसको फिर प्लानिंग करते हैं मर्डर वर्डर की, बट दैट इज नॉट द एक्चुअल केस. ओके, द पॉइंट इज वेरी सिंपल, डोंट थिंक अबाउट इट. ओके, सो आई वाज टॉकिंग टू समवन एंड he said कि यार इतना इंश्योरेंस करवाएगा तो पता नहीं क्या पता फैमिली कुछ उड़ा दे. It doesn't mean, it's just that is hypothetical case. Okay, so my point is very simple. Term insurance is what the purest life insurance policy. That is what basically term means. In this case, if premature death hoti hai meri, then I'm going to get the entire amount of money. Okay, now agar main us age tak survive kar jaऊं, then I'm not going to get anything. That is the pure life insurance policy here. Done. Premature death वाले केस पे मिलता है. That is the condition. That is 2 crore rupees, 1 crore rupees, 5 crore. It depend on your premium. Okay. One more thing I want to tell you. आपको पता है premium भी ना price decide. Suppose your friend is 30 years old and right now you are the 19 or 18 years old. अगर आपके इंश्योरेंस में डिफरेंस आएगा 1 करोड़ का रुपीस लिया तब भी. Why? क्योंकि 30 इयर्स वाले के केस में क्या होता है कि कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है. ठीक है, उनसे कंपनी इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम ज्यादा चार्ज करती है. बिकॉज यू आर सो यंग and you are doing this kind of premium here, insurance policies, you are going to buy this, then they are going to वो डाइवर्स कर देते हैं कि आप तो इतने सालों तक प्रीमियम पे करोगे, then your premium is going to reduce. अगर एक कोई अनहेल्दी पर्सन है उसका इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम ज्यादा होगा कंपेयर टू दैट. दैट्स व्हाई टर्म इंश्योरेंस वगैरह में क्या करते हैं, पहले आपकी पूरी रिपोर्ट चेक होती है कि कोई आपको बीमारी वगैरह कुछ है तो नहीं, एंड ऑल काइंड ऑफ दीज थिंग्स. डिड यू गेट माय पॉइंट? हेल्दी पर्सन इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम जो होता है वो लो रहता है कंपेयर टू द अनहेल्दी पर्सन. Yes or no? Okay, so this is point. The term insurance is here. Anything else? Yeah, next one. Whole life insurance. It means up to 100 years old. But after certain period of time, you are going to get some kind of benefit in terms of wholesome money. थोड़ा बहुत आपको retirement fund भी मिल सकता है. Such kind of thing. Whole life insurance policy का concept ये है. ओके, अगर आप सर्टेन एज तक सर्वाइव कर जाते हो, देन आपको तो या तो इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम कम कर देते हैं वो कंपनीज, या फिर आपको थोड़ा बहुत आपको इंटरेस्ट में थोड़ा बहुत आपको प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट दे देते हैं रिफंड के लिए. सो दिस इज व्हाट काइंड ऑफ होल लाइफ इंश्योरेंस इज हियर and offers coverage right until the death of the policy holder. In this policy you can opt for the either participating or non-participating. Participating and you have to pay higher premium, और नॉन पार्टिसिपेटिंग के अंदर थोड़ा सा आपको कम करना पड़ता है. दैट्स व्हाट द पॉइंट हियर. नाउ द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. टर्म इंश्योरेंस एंड होल लाइफ इंश्योरेंस suitable for person who want only protection pre-defined period. That is the term life insurance. And somebody wants to protection as well as the maturity benefit, then it is for the whole life insurance. Did you get my point? Now, and ideal for person who are planning for the future cars, some kind of savings also. So then there is whole life insurance and it is available, no maturity benefit, only case is premature death. Okay, now provision for the riders, critical illness and all, high return for the low investment. There is no provision for the rider in this policy in here. So that's what you will see later on. Did you get my point? You can read it. I will provide you these kind of slides. There is no need. Now the नेक्स्ट, यूनिट लिंक्ड इंश्योरेंस प्लान और यूलिप. यूलिप बहुत पॉपुलर है. इट इज व्हाट? इट इज द इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लस इंश्योरेंस. This is, we call it ULIP insurance schemes. ULIP insurance policies basically. Some part of money is going to devoted for your insurance for some kind of mishappening, and some kind of your some part of your insurance premium is going to invest for the investment purpose, and that is the combo. This is what? This is the investment plus insurance. Did you get my point here? Now you can see this dual benefit of investment and plus life insurance. This is what the point here. Enjoy high amount of popularity to their versatile nature. Portion of the premium, you can see, I already told you this, directed towards ensuring insurance coverage, and remaining amount of your premium, जो left remaining amount है, that is going to invest for investing for the bouquet of investment. Then there are your mutual funds वगैरह में, stock market में, government securities के अंदर, या फिर कुछ startups वगैरह में, जो भी यहाँ पर है, then this is how they are going to invest your money. Flexible, investor easily switch or redirect their premiums between the different funds available. Yeah, these kind of benefits you will get it here. Done. Now the next slide. And endowment policy. This is the saving. In previous one or in this endowment policy, the major difference is what? That was the combination of two parts. That was related to the savings, no sorry, investment plus insurance. And this is what? Saving. Saving plus saving plus insurance. That is the major difference. अगर मान लो मेरी एक इसमें बेसिकली इट इज द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ टर्म इंश्योरेंस और लाइफ इंश्योरेंस का पार्ट है ये. इंडोमेंट पॉलिसी देयर इज अ कॉम्बो कि अप टू सर्टेन एज तक मेरी डेथ नहीं होती है ना, तो देन क्या होगा? प्योर लाइफ इंश्योरेंस में क्या होता है? बेसिकली आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू गेट एनीथिंग, जीरो अमाउंट प्रीमेच्योर डेथ से पहले. बट इन दिस इंडोमेंट पॉलिसी अगर मेरी मान लो डेथ उस एज से पहले नहीं होती है, इन दैट केस मेरे को मेरा अमाउंट प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट मिलेगा, थोड़ा बहुत इंटरेस्ट अमाउंट भी मिल जाएगा. यस और नो? एंड दैट इज द इंडोमेंट पॉलिसी. इट मींस दो काम एक साथ हो रहे हैं, आइदर सेविंग्स और आइदर insurance, but you can claim only one thing. Done. अगर मेरी premature death होती है, in that case I'm going to get the whole amount, insurance amount, जो भी है 1 crore 2 crore whatever. But if मैं survive कर जाता हूं, then I'm going to get some kind of principal amount plus my interest amount on that, and that is predetermined कि कितना मुझे fund मिलेगा उस time तक. Yes or no? And that we call it endowment policy. Okay, so now there are n number of options are available in the market. These are the broad criteria, broad classification, broad types of insurance that is available in the market. Number of products are available. You can search which one is suitable to your needs. Now one thing is, I want to tell you, there are, before deciding which kind of insurance policy is suitable for you, you need to see how many members are dependent on you. First thing. Okay. Second, you have to see कि how many expenditure you have right now, because आपको life maintain करनी है, standard maintain करना है. अगर elder लोग हैं, आपके parents हैं, then we need to take care about them. Okay, there are some kind of children, there are spouse and all, husband and all, then we need to take care of them also. Okay, the point is very simple, you have to find out. Now the second thing is how your needs basically. Needs basically, it means how much money you required, what kind of objectives you have, and so according to that. And then third is you need to compare the different kind of plans that is available in the market, and that you can take the help of the Google, or you can consult someone. Okay, you can consult, किसी को consult कर सकते हो कि मुझे find out ये मेरी needs हैं, इतने मेरे family members हैं, these kind of my expenditure, right now I am earning this amount of money and this amount of my savings, or some savings part मैं invest करना चाहता हूँ insurance के अंदर. For that, according to my all these criteria, please provide me suitable insurance policy. एंड देर आर फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. आपको गूगल पे देर आर लॉट ऑफ, अगर आप थोड़ा सा होमवर्क करना पड़ेगा, एंड यू कैन कंपेयर which one is beneficial for you, or either you can take the help of experts also. Yes or no? Now, next point, health insurance. Again, health insurance, there are a lot of things you will find out on the Google and all. So the point is very simple, health insurance. And I told you that it's a very important uh, for all of us, health insurance. And future is uncertain because of our lifestyle, and you can say because of, I mean, there are a lot of factors. Pollutions hai, I mean, बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, हमारा working lifestyle, and that's how is, there are probability that we can face some kind of problem in future related to the health. To overcome this uncertainty, to overcome this risk, we can do one thing. We can take health insurance. And health insurance, basically, that is going to, you have seen टाटा AIG, बहुत सारे आपने एडवर्टाइजमेंट देखी होगी, रणबीर कपूर एडवर्टाइजर एंड ऑल. You have seen we are providing you medical facilities at the worldwide level, irrespective of the country. If you are traveling in other countries, if you are some kind of medical urgency, then we are going to provide you facility. We are going to adjust your bills. So that my point is very simple. If you are going to take such kind of health insurance, then you should know that कि कौन सी हॉस्पिटल्स में कहाँ पर आपका इंश्योरेंस प्लान है जो कवर कर रहा है आपके एक्सपेंसेस वगैरह. ये आपको देखना है. देयर आर टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन देखना, एंड क्या क्या इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम है, इट डिपेंड ऑन यू कि देयर आर सम काइंड ऑफ ओपीडी के लिए भी इंश्योरेंस होते हैं, सीरियस इलनेस के लिए भी आपके हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस है, अदर काइंड ऑफ स्मॉल मेडिकल एक्सपेंसेस के लिए भी आपके हेल्थ टेस्टिंग के लिए जो होता है आपका रेगुलर टेस्ट होता है बॉडी चेक के, उसके लिए भी आपके इंश्योरेंस कवर करते हैं. दिस इज रिलेटेड टू योर हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस एंड ऑल. ओके, द पॉइंट इज वेरी सिंपल. दे आर गोइंग टू cover your medical expenses. Done? Okay, एक अच्छा health insurance हर family में होना चाहिए. Okay, which kind of अच्छा health insurance? Then you have to compare the different companies. Okay, so that's the point. And जहाँ पर premium कम हो और benefits ज़्यादा हो, that is the suitable thing. And third thing is the process. जो होता है बिलिंग वगैरह का, उसमें कोई ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम ना हो. ओके, फॉर दैट यू कैन सी द रिव्यू, नॉन पेड रिव्यूज देखो, यू कैन सी द वेब पेजेस, यू कैन कंसल्ट समवन इफ समबडी इज रियली थिंक अबाउट यू, एंड जो आपको अच्छी सजेशन दे सकता है. और या फिर आप खुद लोग, यू आर द कॉमर्स एंड फाइनेंस स्टूडेंट, यू कैन सी विच वन इज बेटर फॉर यू. Okay, so it doesn't, one company is providing the health insurance at low premium and great benefits, but they are not able to process your bills in frequent manner. Then what is the use of that premium, that insurance? Did you get my point? इसका फिर कोई बेनिफिट नहीं है ना. द पॉइंट इज कि विदाउट एनी हैसल हमारे जो भी हमारे बिल्स वगैरह हैं वो सारे का सारा काम विद इन दैट क्लियर हो जाए सारा का सारा. दैट इज द यूज ऑफ योर हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस. प्रीमियम कम पे करें, ज्यादा बेनिफिट्स हो, विदाउट एनी हैसल सारा प्रोसेस क्लियर हो जाए. That's what the benefit of the health insurance and all. Done? Okay, and so this is the point here, and government is providing you a lot of benefits on the, if you are going to buy the health insurance, then they are providing tax rebate also. You can tell your parents, you can tell your elder sister, you can tell your elder brother and all, then they are going to get the benefits. Okay, right now there are a lot of private companies, even I'm government sector, you all know they are insured your family member, but I'm talking about the corporate companies also. I mean private companies also, they are providing you personal insurance. आपकी family के लिए they are going to cover this kind of expenses. Okay, this is what, if you are going to choose one company where you are want to do job, then you have to see, apart from your salary, gross salary, you have to see the other benefits also. Okay, done? Now see this is what the insurance, the remaining thing I will provide it to you. Okay, types insurance and all, I will provide you the study material on the link of your YouTube videos in description, you will get it. after 2 3 days later. Okay, now the next we talk about the post office. How many of you know about it? Post office? Yeah, post office. Okay, any idea? Hmm. Just a second. Okay, so I don't know why it is not showing this one. We are facing some kind of technical problem. So I just want to inform you that Indian Post Office, there are different kind of saving scheme is provided by Indian Post Office to the all of us, and there are different kind of saving schemes. Post Office, you all know that public sector undertaking unit है, एंड जो पहले पोस्ट ऑफिस से काम करते थे, कार्ड यहाँ से कुरियर वगैरह, दैट स्टिल दे आर प्रोवाइडिंग यू, एंड फास्ट post office pass आजकल there are a lot of private companies, there are a lot of courier companies are doing this kind of business, but speed post, you all know that. Okay, there are government right now, they are Indian Post Office also providing you saving schemes. Saving scheme is saving account they are providing you, and I will provide you notes, and I'm just telling you there is official website of Indian Post Office. I don't know why it is not showing here. I have there are some, due to some technical problem, I'm not able to show you that. But the thing is here, Indian Post Office, they are providing you saving schemes. Similar kind of commercial banking, they are providing you at a higher interest rate. Okay, Indian Post Office means whenever I see, when we are going to imagine this word, that means we are talking about the rural economy, we are talking about the rural finance. Yes or no? And Indian Post Office and all, the point is where there are Sukanya Simriddhi Yojana, you have seen, there are national saving account schemes hai wahan par, there is senior citizen saving schemes hai, there are different deposits account hai, recurring deposit saving schemes hai, that is provided by the post office bank. There are public provident fund bhi given hai wahan par, that this kind of facility is also provided by the Indian Post Office bank, right? And Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, Kisan Vikas Patra, that is also available is there. Just you need to do one thing here. I'm not going to just, you can see, you will find out all these things on the official web page. There is no need any book, just go through it, then you will find out there are interest rate, there are different criteria. If you want to open your saving account, you're in post office, then this amount of interest you are going to get it. There are different kind of criteria is there. You can search on it on say, Indian Post Office, you can search it on Google, then you will find out there are different kind of saving scheme is there. So the thing is here, and PM Cares, Children Care schemes है वहाँ पे, that is also provided by the Indian Post Office, and then there is, you will find out there is money order, money order. Up to 5,000 you can send it one person. Those who are living in Delhi, if they want to transfer their money in Gujarat or in Rajasthan or in Bihar or in Tamil Nadu, then they can transfer easily up to 5,000. Just they need to fill the form by visiting any post office, and then they can money order. 5,000 immediately. There are different kind of even you can transfer cross border Indian UAE के अंदर वहां पे भी there are joint venture, there are some kind of platform, there are shared by the post office with the international financial institution. You can transfer money from India to another country also. So that means post office also entered into payment bank. मैंने आपको बताया भी था last time when I discussed with you payment bank or small bank वाला concept discuss किया, that time I told you that Indian post office भी इसने भी license लिया है payment bank के लिए, and that they are working on it right now. So the point is very simple. All these things you will get it at the post office bank, post office I mean right now, and then you will get all these information on their official website. Did you get my point? Okay, so we don't need to dependent on the commercial banks. We don't need to dependent on the stock market or mutual fund or in health insurance. I mean, there are other lot of saving schemes. There are lot of welfare schemes. There are government authorized schemes. They are floated by the post office where we can invest our money, and at a very high interest rate we can get it. Did you get my point here? And so this is what from my side for your today's class. So thank you so much, and take care. Okay. So is there any doubt? You can ask me.